Shalom, brothers and sisters. This is your brother ISRAELITES from the Northern Kingdom, bringing some edification for you Negro, Latino, and Indigenous who are the biblical Israelites. And before we start, we want to give all praise and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Barakatham, Rakakedash. That Yahweh, being the name of the Lord, not Jehovah, or God, or Yah, or Ahaya, it's Yahweh, the creator of all the Ancient of Days. Bahasham is in the name of, and Yahweh Shai is the one you guys call Jesus or the Christ, secularly speaking. And we give double honor to elders in GMS. We learn this truth. Shalom to the apostles, the bishops, and to the men down in the highways and byways, giving the 100% truth day and night. Shalom to you and your households. And shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel, Labakar in the Hebrew, the house of David being rebuilt as we speak. Shalom to you. And shalom to the speckled birds among the heathen nations that look like the heathen nations, but return to the house of Israel and are being edified by these videos. Shalom to you. The date today is August 15th of 2025, our hopeful year of salvation and the destruction of the nation of Edom, the so-called white men. Okay? That's the time we're in, brothers and sisters. The truth is out there. The truth has been out of the darkness. It is in plain sight for all to catch, to understand, to receive it. But only the elect can understand it. Only the elect can fully covet it. But the things that this devil is about to do is prophecy. Okay, we saw what Donald Trump and ICE, which is his new army, okay, because he's pumping in millions of dollars into his army, ICE, okay, which is going to become his new army. He was practicing. This whole immigration thing was just practice. Remember, he's practicing on the Northern Kingdom, but now he's about to let loose the military, the police, ICE, to come against you Southern Kingdom Jakes. Okay? What did he say? He's going after D.C., New York, Boston, Chicago. What people live there? What people are the number one people that are being killed and shot there? Or the crime is happening? It's you so-called Southern Kingdom Negros. Okay? So the Lord in a PC way is just basically saying, I'm going after you niggas, all right? Without saying it. Okay? So, and people are noticing the moves he's making. Okay? But we told you this was going to happen. This is not just a hatred of the Northern Kingdom of these so-called Latinos or indigenous people. It's the hatred of all 12 tribes. Okay? This is not a color thing. This is an ancient hatred from the womb, as it is said in Genesis 25 and 25. Okay? So we're going to read the scriptures and understand that what time we're in, that the time is running out. America's tomorrows are coming to an end. Okay? The time of Babylon falling is at hand. Okay? So we have to understand that we have but a short time. And the devil knows he's got but a short time. So that's why he's moving so quick and he's passing all these laws that it's like it's spinning you around. It's so crazy. So let's get the wisdom and understanding, because the Lord is allowing all these things to happen. Jeremiah 15 and 1. Then saith Yahweh unto me, Thou Moses and Samuel stood before me. And Moses represents the law, and Samuel represents the prophets. Yet my mind could not be toward this people. Cast them out of my sight and let them go forth. Right? Because our people are always hard-headed. Remember, they wanted to return to Egypt. They wanted to get the cucumbers and the fish. Our people are happy here in America with the crumbs they're getting. Okay? Verse 2. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, Whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, Thus saith Yahweh, such are for death to death, and such are for the sword to the sword, and such are for the famine to the famine, and such as are for captivity to captivity, right? Because Zechariah 13:8 tells you that the Lord has a judgment on the 2/3 of the nation of Israel, and he's only going to save the elect, the 1/3. Okay? Verse 3. And I will appoint over them 4 kinds. So this is the judgment that you Jakes are about to get here shortly. Okay? I will appoint over them 4 kinds, saith Yahweh. The sword to slay, and the dogs to tear, right? Because there's wild animals. There's even tropical animals like tigers and lions here in Mexico and Houston, and people that are collecting these animals. Soon they're going to be let loose. Okay? The sword to slay, and the dogs to tear, and the fowls of heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and to destroy. So you imagine these pit bulls ripping you apart. You know, it might be your own dog, and the Lord has put him against you to consume you, to eat you alive. Okay? Verse 4. And I will cause them to be removed into all kingdoms of the earth, because of Manasseh, the son of Hezekiah, king of Judah, for that which he did in Jerusalem, right? And this is in the ancient time, but this is a foreshadowing of what's going to happen in Jacob's trouble, Jeremiah 30:7, okay? And we're going to get that. For who shall have pity upon thee, O Jerusalem, or who shall bemoan thee, or who shall go aside to ask thou dost, right? Because he's asking, who's gonna feel sorry for you? Who's gonna have compassion over you? No one. That's why we're at the bottom of society, and nobody gives a damn about it. Okay? Jeremiah 30. Let's see. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. The elect are going to be saved out of it. But 2/3 of the nation of Israel are going to be getting their judgment. Sword to sword, famine to famine, right? For it shall come to pass in that day, saith Yahweh of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. So we're going to be free, but we still have to pass this last tribulation. But they shall serve Yahweh their God, and David their king, whom I will raise up unto them. Okay, so that's the prophecy, brothers and sisters. That's what's about to happen. The worst days out of the Bible are about to happen. The end of America is here. The end of Babylon, okay, is at hand. So let's get Proverbs 21:1, because a lot of people might say, well, I'm going to pray that this doesn't happen. That's not going to work. Okay, that's not going to work. Why? Proverbs 21:1, the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. So the Lord, Yahweh, has Donald Trump's heart, and he's manipulating to do these things, just like he did Pharaoh. Okay? Same thing. The king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh, as the rivers of water. He turneth wheresoever he will. So he's making them do this, he's making them do that. Because remember, the nation of Edom is the sword, brothers and sisters. All right? So you have to understand that the judgment of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai upon all 12 tribes and upon 2/3 of the nation of Israel is at hand. Okay? That's what a lot of people cannot understand, that this judgment is going to be a terrible judgment. It's going to be horrible. Cannibalism is coming back in a great way. Okay? You have to understand that women were eating their fetuses, in 70 AD and in Samaria. All these things are going to happen once again, one more time, because it's biblical prophecy, brothers and sisters. But the elect, they're going to be saved out of this. Okay, the Lord is going to have a hedge around the elect of the nation of Israel, men, women, and children. So if you don't have a husband and you're a woman in this truth, you're an akwaf and you've been faithful and silent and following the law, statutes, and commandments, you're going to have a man to protect you in that day. The Lord is going to send one for you. Okay, so have faith, brothers and sisters. The day of our redemption is at hand. The day of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai coming to redeem the nation of Israel is at hand. But all these prophecies have to fulfill. This devil has to make his last moves, and the Lord is going to allow him to do it. So that's it, brothers and sisters. I hope you understand the judgment of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is at hand. And these things are all happening because Yahweh Bashim Yahushai wants them to happen. And this is biblical prophecy unfolding as we speak. The fall of America is at hand. The end of Babylon and the fall of the Edomites is about to happen. Call Halal Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Barakatham Rakakedash. And he that have ears, let him hear. Shalom.